Florida, first in the chat, beating St. Jolene in here today. Welcome, St. Jolene, Papa Seth. Russ, good to see you also. Carr, how's it going? Let's bully Carr. So can I break my record? That is barb chaining, right? Can I do this for 42 minutes without losing my cool? I guess we're gonna find out. And then I got some pictures that Captain Stinkfist sent to me from the Amsterdam Meetup. Very good stuff, very good stuff. So we'll go through that here in a little bit. And let's just do some chaining first and just chill out. We have some strife of the whatever it's called. We can look at that event as well. I don't know if it's still going on. It's pretty much over last I looked. Just make sure Richard is hooked into his next barbarians here, and we can go and take a look at that. Oh, yep. I got coins from BTA, so it must be over now. I got coins earlier from DS. There is a gift code in case you missed it. We'll drop it in the chat here. And as I say that, I forget to move my Richard mark. See, this is, I get so distracted trying to chain. Absolutely hate chaining. Yeah, we're not going to make 42 minutes. Hell, I want to stop right now, and I just started. Let's look at this event, though. Supreme Strife, right? Let's look at my bets. So I bet on DS. I didn't earn a whopping number of coins, but I did earn quite a decent amount from BTA. So, that said, it looks like IN, OG, DS, and DK18 are advancing to the finals from Group A. 60 GT Pink and BTA from Group B. The shocker was GV77 did not make it to the finals. Seems like there's some drama surrounding that as well now. Hope and Lion saying they're going to migrate, or at least whoever was on one of the accounts saying they're going to migrate. Now, does that mean migrate to another kingdom? Does that mean migrate to another strife team for the finals? Only God knows. My assumption is that was CDN talking and not Hope or Lion themselves. Russ, every single content creator who has shared that website, who has discussed that website, either live on stream or in a video, has gotten striked by Lilith. So I'm not even going to go into that. We're not even going to go there. Apparently Lilith believes it apparently it's gotten taken down by YouTube. I'm sorry. It's gotten taken down by YouTube. YouTube considers it wrong. So we're not going to go into that. People want to use it, great, go there, use it. I know I am not sharing a photo ID or doing any of that stuff with the company themselves. So here's what it is. Yeah, OmniArc made a video. There were a couple other content creators that said they made videos as well, and YouTube took down those videos for whatever reason. So I don't know. It's hard to lose, right? I get that, but I don't know if it was CDN going crazy. Time will tell, I guess. Right? And yeah, give me a photo ID. Give me this. Give me that. I'll pass. Thank you. So when and if I ever quit this game, yeah, the plan still remains, right? We're gonna have a big ass party. We're gonna watch my kingdom zero me. But come on, really? Run away? I didn't move that far. Whatever. Barb chaining sucks. Yeah, right here, the keys to my house. What, you want me to name my firstborn after you? Okay. Yeah, okay. 8 minutes. What, we go 8 minutes before we quit chaining? See, look, that guy ran away. That guy, these were all in a nice row. I was doing some decent chains earlier, but no. Now you all run up freaking away from me. Hey Gumbo, Past 4 is on Wednesday at 14:52 UTC. I believe Apocalypse will be streaming it. Also, I think this guy will be streaming it. I don't know if Shappy's going to be streaming. Shappy's in Earth Camp. But I'm sure there will be some streams out there. I won't be. It's very... Holy crap. Mr. Chadsky and his viewers are just joining. Hello, Chad. Hello, Chadsky viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the raid, Chad. We are here. We are chaining. Not for long, though. I hate chaining. Worst thing in the world. Solar, good to see ya. Sin, good to see ya. So my record chaining, I 42 minutes. We're not even going to come close to that today because the barbs are now starting to run away from me. It's like they know, these barbs know I'm streaming, right? So every time I hit one, it seems like they're running away. There has to be some secret to this that I don't know. So we I guess now's a good time, right? Now's a good time. Let me share my desktop with you. Let's go through some of these pictures that come from the Amsterdam Meetup. So these were sent to me. We had 5 people from 1029. Small, low AC kingdom. We had 5 people at this meet and greet. Burgundy, Echo, Mester King, Captain Stinkfist, and Hawkeye. Right? Captain Stinkfist and Hawkeye were also at the Germany Meetup. So I'm good, Solar. So this, Kingdom Management. Rogue players in the Kingdom are mainly those who refuse to follow Kingdom Management. The management hopes to find a way to restrict or banish them. So King skill, Rogue Governors, no entrance into Lost Kingdom. Ironically, this is something that we plan to discuss in a future podcast. Right? It's hard to find rogue players in the Kingdom who are disrupting events and killing farmers in Zone 4 of KvK maps. Allow the King to locate a city on the map using Governor ID. Kingdom title Rogue does not allow for troops to leave their city. Allow multiple players to be marked as a rogue and the ability to find their cities, like how markers are displayed. What's up, Lee? Bad Abdul. Negative titles in the Kingdom should, any negative title, exclude a player from MGE points. Exclude a player from Kingdom events that include rewards. Not allow players to teleport into the Lost Kingdom. It's Hawkeye, not Hawkeye. If you're on Appo's stream, yes. So this is a topic we were going to bring up in our next podcast. So there's still some things that they can do. But this here is a step in the right direction. So next image we have here. Adjustment of a city theme in relation to civilization and attributes. Governors hope the link between city themes, civilizations, and attributes can be separated, allowing more freedom to choose their preferred civilizations and attributes. I don't exactly know what was discussed here. but something in the future. I believe Plato was live streaming this whole thing, so he may have more information on his channel if you want to go back and watch his stream at a later time. Upgraded combat experience, easier intuitive controls. Now hopefully this is on the phones as well as other systems. Right, and this is something that we discussed in a prior podcast as well. Updating the UI controls on the phone because it was hard for players to play on the phone. So it's good to see that they are continuously trying to upgrade the combat experience. I believe this is probably just a cover page on their PowerPoint presentation. Anniversary event, Elysian Trials, coming soon. Shinshi 2.0, be nice, car. In-game voice chat. So this brings me to a question. Will you use in-game voice or still use Discord? Okay, we got a poll up. Once they come out with in-game voice chat, are you going to use in-game voice or are you going to use Discord? What's up, Josh? I think I would still prefer Discord. Trading house, resource trading house. What is this? Can I trade with other players? What's the cost to buy resources, to sell resources? It looks like they're trying to address something. Resource sellers. Goods refresh every 18 hours, every 24 hours probably. This means I can only buy 1.5 million of each of these resources a day using whatever currency this is. Do I have to sell resources to get this currency, to buy other resources? Time will tell, but interesting. Zenith of Power, looks like they covered Zenith of Power event, which not many people are happy about at the moment. Adding a new KvK story. I heard it's something to do with Troy. New commanders. We are due cavalry commanders soon. I agree. I feel like Discord is still better. Then questions that they answered. I don't have their answers though. Web-based territory planning tool. That would be awesome. And what are their plans to restrict professional piloting and bot farming? So more to come. Hopefully they publish the Q&A. So all of us can see it. But it looks like it was a good time. I wish they would have a meetup near me. I don't like flying. I don't like big cities. Right? Going to LA, going to California, out of the question. Going to New York, out of the question. There are way too many crazy people there. If they did something in St. Louis or Chicago, I would consider it myself. Those are both within driving distance. Who's friending me? Okay. Oh, but I cannot wait for KvK. If you haven't seen it yet, right? 8% all damage. Yes, I'm flexing. I'm gonna flex when I can. There's so many other better players out there than me. So I'm gonna flex this every opportunity I get. 8% all damage. If you know somebody else with 8% all damage, send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot. I've never seen it before. Josh wants it in grease. I will say though, I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of this new crystal tech. All right, we're all in on archers. I am all in on archers. I mean, once you get here, you're pretty much done dancing until you upgrade a bunch of this other stuff. So we'll see how far we can get once that first Mountain Warfare hits. You did not go to the meetup because you were going to Greece. Broke the all damage record. As I understand, somebody told me Sea Wills is only like 7.3, 7.4. I think Red Lines is at 7.8. I've never seen anyone else with 8%. So if you got a screenshot, please send it my way. Second archer. So what's the plan now, right? The plan now is to keep rolling to get this 2.6 up above 3, this 2.8 up above 3. Oh, wait, wrong commander, sorry. All right, to get this 2.5 up above 3, to get these 2.5s up above 3. Same thing with this 2.7. And these 2.5s here. So we got some work to do still. But just the fact that every single all damage, I'm salivating. Can't wait to play Arc tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. Balance over to Liang. Blah, blah, blah. I'm too lazy, Jeff. I'm too lazy, Car. Because that would mean every time I need to rally, then I'm recalling 2 marches off the field. I'm recalling my QSH march and I'm recalling my ZL march. Okay, and that to me is not efficient. Right? Because I would have to take, it's either that or I just put all these armaments on ZL to begin with. But I want them on QSH. So I get it. I get where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna, it just won't work for me. Tour, yes. What do you mean, there you go? I want assertive on Shapur instead of balanced. Yeah. See, so if I'm out in the field, right, and I'm fighting with my marches, and I need to rally, and I have that gear on ZL, if I have that gear on QSH, either way, I got to recall marches. So this way I know where everything is. Yeah, but that's going to kill me in Canyon then. My second set is on QSH. that I really care about Canyon all that much, but I'll think about it. I'll think about it. How 8%? About 240 transmutation stones. That's how. Yeah, that's a lot of work, Car. You know me. I'm not the model of efficiency here. I just want to have fun. And the less I have to micromanage, the more fun I have. So that's about it for chaining. Are there any KvKs we can watch? I really don't feel like going through farms, especially with 86 people watching. Yeah, you're right. I know you're right. You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm lazy. I don't like micromanaging things like that. Right? I'd rather sad face all 5, 6, or 7 of my marches than go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for an hour and a half. I'm old. You know what they say, right? Old dog, new tricks. Alloys, what's going on? Looks like we have some fighting and some Tides of War here. US plus. Okay, they're connected through the pass also. But does it look like top versus bottom here? Attila in the garrison. What, is Chad in this KvK? He is the biggest Attila simp I know. Reminder, if you haven't done so yet, please smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Helps me out greatly. We're trying to push 5,000 here in the near future. I don't stream as often as I used to, but hitting 5,000 will be nice. We'll do a giveaway, give away some t-shirts, give away some merch since we got so many people here. Let's give away some memberships right now. Oh, some names I recognize: Boba T, King Schmuck, Ding Bong, Buzz. Nice. We have an artifact here until reset, Josh says. Where are the rallies? Okay, there's a rally there. Henry counter rally? That's half dead before it even gets there. Henry Cho? What the funny? Come on, guys, it's Kingsland. Swarm that Attila. I know it hurts. Chad is in water camp, 3473 with his restart. Okay. Does Baby Whale account? There we go. Plug your ears. Here it comes. Let me take down my KvK map since it's not relevant to this KvK. Erlido, is that how I say your name? Welcome, good to see you. Sorry if I butchered your name. All the siege marches. Ew. Ew. Geraldo? Okay. Thank you, Car. Yeah, it's the stupid Americans, right? We can't pronounce anything but Tom, Dick, or Harry. I don't incoming gaming. I don't play that electronic dance music that most of these content creators play. I do this for fun, right? So I'm gonna play music I enjoy. I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1970. I grew up in the 80s, the hair metal era. Def Leppard, AC/DC, Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, Van Halen. So that's my kind of music. Car. So if I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna play music I enjoy, and that's what we're doing. Some people don't like it. Some people hate it, and hey, that's fine. That's fine. This is just me having fun. We always got some great people watching the stream, like Carr and St. Jolene. All the folks from 1029, Alloys, Josh, Solar. So I feel like we got a good mix of people here. Those who hate it haven't got good taste in music. Amen to that, Carr. Amen to that. 96. Were you born in 96? My oldest son was born in 97. So you're 1 year older than my oldest son. Oh my God, I feel old. My 29th wedding, I've been married longer than you've been alive. My 29th wedding anniversary was last month. I will be 55 years old in 19 days. Car, you're a youngin' too. Yeah, but the scary part is in 1029, I'm the third oldest. Okay, Orion and Snow Goose are both older than me. Parents are in their 60s. I don't doubt it. You know, my wife and I, shortly after we got married, we wanted to have kids, right? I didn't want to be raising kids still in my 60s. You know, I know a lot of people when I was growing up that I would go over to their house and their parents, 65, 68 years old, and they're running around at 16 years old. So I didn't want to do that. My youngest child is 22. So we're not quite empty nesters yet, but hopefully in the near future. Like a stalemate on this side. I don't see. Do we have any flags burning? Nope. See all these siege towers back here. I don't understand. Move your asses up. I thought, no, that's about right. I thought you were right around 30. Give or take a few years, right around 30. We got a rally over here. Let's make water camp blue. Oh, we won't hit you with the nuke this time. We'll do the opera clap for that flag burn. You're a baby car. Jolene, you're robbing the cradle then, huh? And I forgot to pop these commands for car. And for Jolene. Like a fun fight here. Who won zone 5s here? So Wind Camp won this zone 5. Oh wow, Fire Camp won this zone 5. Interesting. We haven't quite dialed in when our next podcast will be. Another flag goes down. Plug your ears. Here it comes. Haven't quite dialed in when our next podcast will be. I know in the future we want to get some different content creators also involved. Our intent was, again, to talk about Kingdom Tools, and it looks like they're addressing some of those issues before we even talk about them. So let's circle back with the crew, with Apo, with Luxta, and with Horse. Drop some links to them here. If you have topics for a future podcast, on my Discord there is a suggestions channel. We can certainly take suggestions and run with them. But I would ask, if you make a suggestion, present an issue in the game, you also present a suggestion on how to fix that issue. That's the goal of our podcast, is to help identify issues and present our suggestions on how to fix those issues. You're a farmer? Absolutely. Absolutely. Every army marches on their stomach, right, Mars? Did you play in the strife match today, Mars? Far left side, yep. I think we looked at that just a second ago, right over here. So they're trying to cut this territory here, it looks like. Oh, that's right. You and Horst didn't play the first match, so you couldn't be included in subsequent matches. What's up, Blackout? I think Blackout has a command, even though he's not ever here. Yep, there it is. If you say the sky is blue, he'll tell you it's green. If you tell him the grass is green, he'll tell you it's red. Never short of an opinion, no matter how wrong he is. Blackout. I'm sorry, I like that one. Yeah, I got some nice coins from what was it, BMA? BTA. On that Group B. And I bet on BTA like 3-4 days ago. Way before all these other content creators said, oh, BTA's a safe, BTA's a bet, BTA's a bet, right? I think Cortex was saying, or BMA, BTA, BMA, BTA, burn them all. And Cortex bet on BMA. Apocalypse yesterday, I believe he put some coin. No, he went 60 GT. He felt that his coins were safe around 60 GT. But I'm gonna leave you on the screen for just a second while I run hit the head. I'll be right back, y'all. Did you like your command, Blackout? I didn't see anything after that. Did you lock off right away? Okay, I thought I may have offended you with that. It's all in fun, dude. It's all in fun. I'm excited for our KvK though. It looks to me to be a good matchup. And there are some kingdoms that on our map that used to be Imperium and now are no longer Imperium. So we're gonna see how they fight. Saint Jolene sees the poll and she says yes. We're at 21 likes, 59 watching. We can do better. Off season can get so boring. And when you have a KvK that ends very quickly, ugh. So we're ready. Our players are licking their chops, waiting for a fight. You know, many of us have off Wednesday and Thursday for Zone 5. So we're going to bring it. We're going to bring it, see what happens. At the end of the day, any KvK, all you can do is your best, right? I think this is the first KvK in a long, long time that we have had. Okay, I should rephrase that. Last KvK, we had good allies in our camp. But it was us as an A seed and a B seed. This is the first heroic anthem or Tides of War map that we have had in a while. That I'm very happy with the allies we got. Not to say allies in prior maps like that were bad, but it seems like all of the leaders from all of the kingdoms that we are with are engaged in conversations, are invested, and they all want to win. So I'm very happy. Josh voted no. I figured that's normal. Josh goes against the grain. Josh is that person in the canoe trying to paddle upstream and wondering why he's not getting anywhere. What's up, Raz? Good to see you. Drive, yeah, driving the wrong direction. Josh's GPS is, when safe, please make a U-turn. When safe, please make a U-turn. Live life backwards. I'm just gonna leave that be, Josh. I'm not gonna comment on that one. You set yourself up pretty wickedly though, but I'll just leave it there. where's Chad's account here? Let's see how big a restart account it is, right, Chad? What is his restart account? 160 million? Did I pass him? Maybe he's in a different alliance because he was rallying. Yeah, I think we're all excited, Raz. I know I will be online for as long as humanly possible. I'm off Wednesday and Thursday now. But I will have to go back to work on Friday morning and then have the weekend off. Okay, I didn't see Chad. He must be in a different alliance so he can rally. What's up, Cheyenne? Cheyenne? 37-77 fight is Saturday, so... Alright, so we will do our best in both. Right, I mean, over here on my desk setup where this plant is, I have a place for my tablet to sit, right? So I can play a 37-77 on my tablet while I'm playing on my main account in our KvK if we still have fighting on Saturday. So we're good to go. I'm not going to open field on my 377 account. I mean, that would just be suicide. I'm just there to fill flags and fill rallies. Should have bookmarked this before I left it. Yeah, so that's an older picture. We've got a place for the tablet on the right hand side now. It looks kind of like a music stand. I'm sure you've seen the music stands where they hold the music that you're reading and playing your instrument. We've got like a music stand over there for one tablet. On the left hand side I've got another one for the other tablet, so I can play on 3 accounts at once. Although the screenshot shows multiple Rise of Kingdoms instances, I no longer do that. No longer do that on the PC. That was a screenshot showing 3 instances of BlueStacks on the right-hand monitor, and then the PC version on the middle screen. I deleted BlueStacks entirely. I don't even use it anymore. You could then run, your main account and a character on the PC at the same time, because BlueStacks is considered Android. And, Rise of Kingdoms did not like me doing that, so no, we don't do that anymore. Yeah, if we're running 3 characters, we are using 3 separate devices now. Yeah, I was streaming once and had my main account and one of the characters under that same email address up at the same time. And somebody probably reported me. And I got an 8-hour ban. Because you can only run one character per account per device at the same time. So after that, I removed all instances of BlueStacks from my PC, and I'll use 2 tablets in the PC. It is what it is. Live and learn. smart, right? Releasing 2 rallies at the exact same time. Canceled this rally. I would have just let that rally hit though too. All these people are going to fall back and swarm the Archer rally. Yeah, it's funny, right? I mean, they slap me with an 8-hour ban for running PC and BlueStacks at the same time. But yet you can see, I've seen other streamers out there that have like 10 instances of BlueStacks while they're streaming. And you can tell too, right? Because we'll flip to the desktop here. You can tell too, right? Because you'll see 8 or 10 of these different icons at the bottom. Right? Like this is the Rise of Kingdoms icon. But yet, hey, not an issue unless it's Lambo doing it. So if you're running multiple accounts, multiple characters on the same device, be warned. Be warned. It's because we're American. Oh boy. Some big balls over here. That flag is repairing. I'm surprised they haven't turned this flag, unless they've used all their Archer towers already. Oh, they've got one here. Yeah, we got flags repairing though, blue team. Let's go, water. I don't know. I hate siege towers, guys. I'm not gonna lie, right? I mean, how many siege towers do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Roughly 20. Roughly 20. Imagine if that was 20 other marches that were actually pushing the field. Right? I mean, you got maybe 20 marches here that are actually trying to make progress or back and forth ball fighting. And then you got 20 marches here that are basically cheeseburger and kill points. If those other 20 siege marches were actually true open field marches, you can move in and we can wipe these guys out. But just my opinion. Zone 6 will be hell. Got to free up our allies. Are there still allies in that KvK? I hear one of the 2 remaining camps. I hear one of those kingdoms had a bunch of players even migrate out already. Do we still have allies to free up, or is it a 1 versus 5 now? I mean, I'll send every one of my troops into a flag. Oh yeah, these Archer towers are awesome when they're working in your favor. But, I mean... that's all the more reason you gotta burn this out, right? Stay aggressive on the flags that are burning, especially those arrow towers. Right, as soon as they burned this the last time, they should have put a marker on it, right? You know, whatever, 2247. And then maybe 7, 8, even 10 minutes before that flag repairs, you launch a rally, you anchor that rally, so that as soon as they repair that flag, you can just let that rally fly and everyone push over there. Allies are still there. 74 was Imperium until recently. So, do they have a bunch of people move out? Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Carr. 100% agree with you. There are literally more siege marches here now than there are open field marches up here. You cannot push the field with sieges. '84 is still okay, but 40% migrated to '81. They had to merge the kingdom to make one alliance. Ouch. Ouch. Wally says siege is ruining the game. You know, okay, I don't blame these players, right? I don't blame these players. If the kingdom is allowing them to do it, that's a problem. If I see this type of stuff in 1029 when we're trying to push the field, there will be many 4-letter words coming out of my mouth. Yeah, then watch. Once they launch rallies on these flags, if they launch rallies ever on these flags, you know, all these players are going to move. These siege are going to get wrecked. I mean, they're going to get wrecked now because they're not friggin' moving. I mean, there are some players who can use siege marches effectively. But this, just dropping your siege march here to get free kill point, yeah, that's not effective. Laura says siege is for messing around when you don't have enough other troops left. Blackout, we have an advantage when freeing 74, even if we reach the zone at the same time. We only need to let them drop a fort and protect it. 72 won't be able to attack it without a random TP. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'll be there on Saturday. I'll fill flags, I'll fill rallies, I'll do what I gotta do. As far as my open field marches there, yeah, they're nothing to write home about. We're running Mina, expertise Mina, expertise, I think it's Osman, 5 bars. One of the two, the one that does AoE damage. Then we've got a pretty weak Tutmosis and a pretty weak YSG. We've got Bjorn, Sun Tzu, and Ethel fled with someone else. No, I'm not telling you to share the plan. No. I don't even want to see the plan in the 77 Discord. Right? I'm sure there are spies there. Should not be sharing there goes the flag again. Thank you. Now this flag is more important. It's an arrow tower. You're right, this flag burned at this point in time. You're dropping a marker on it. 23, 24. And then about 8 minutes before that flag can be repaired, you're starting a rally, you're anchoring that rally with an anchor all the way back in zone 1. So as soon as they repair that flag, you can push over with your field marches and pop that anchor. What's up, Leo? Next strife should be more entertaining. I just want to see a free-for-all. Right? Let's just see a free-for-all. Good night, China. Have a good one. Sleep well. Yeah, like half of these people are not even moving their siege towers when the field moves. Not that I'm aware of, Josh. Wally, I always go balls deep in a ball and go after the siege marches. Yeah. We have players that do that too. Nugget, for example. You know, everything will be calm on Discord, and then all of a sudden you'll hear Nugget say, fucking siege. And 3 or 4 of us will just, you know, head straight for the siege marches in the back. That does 2 things though, right? It takes out their siege march potentially, and it gets half of their ball to chase you. And when half of their ball is chasing, you know, 2 or 3 players, the rest of the players in that ball can move forward. So whether you take bad trades or not when you siege dive, you know, it ultimately helps move and progress the field forward. So like all these guys just sitting there still. This is not helping at all. Not one bit. Yep. Go refresh, buddy, so you can just bring your siege marches and park them right here again. There's the Gorgo. I couldn't see it. Here's the issue I have, right? Yeah, blue team is doing good. Water's doing good. But those flags were repairing for a good 5 minutes before these rallies even hit. You got to be more organized. Now use those anchors. Especially in Kingsland. I mean, as soon as you burn a flag, if you have an anchor from somebody that's way back here, right, that's like an hour and 15-minute march. I mean, you can almost set up a rally as soon as you burn a flag once you're in Kingsland. It's a little bit more difficult to do that in Zone 5. It's like a 20, 25, 30-minute march, right? Playing other games since we have no Zone Fight 5 and 1606. Boring. Yep. Yep, I get it. Right? Do me a favor. Once you do get a fight, Wally, slap the shit out of 1473. Outstanding. Appreciate that. I mean, there's some nice people in 1473. Don't get me wrong. Last KvK, had a bad experience as them as our allies. So. So, last KvK was a difficult one, right? We were 1316 and 1188 were allies. So you know you're going into that KvK with an uphill battle. We didn't fight 1188. We were the smallest camp by power and by kill points. So we did not fight 1188 in Zone 5. When Zone 6 opened, we dropped a very, very aggressive fort that 1473 said they were going to protect for 3 hours to get that fort to build. I got instantly pissed off because we had probably 25, 30 people random teleport near that fort to help protect that fort and get that fort built quickly. I got a little irritated when they started building flags on top of our cities. My city teleported all the way back to the starting zone. My sad face marches had a 43-minute walk home. Sad face marches. 43-minute walk home. By the time they built territory even near our fort, I would say half of our random teleported players were insta-ported back to the starting zone. No warning. As soon as 1188 touched their flag line on the far right-hand side of the zone, they vanished. They stopped protecting our fort. Our aggressive fort went down. What's up, Knight? So we followed the plan exactly like they laid out. They said they'd protect our fort. They didn't. No, that's not to say we didn't make our own mistakes in that KvK, right? We were not prepared for a stratagems KvK with zones that big. We did not have enough farm alliances to do a ton of fort drops, right? I fully understand that. That's our fault. We never should have gone into stratagems. We should have looked at the map more carefully and had an understanding that, good God, this is a huge zone. We're going to need at least 4 farm alliances with multiple forts, with enough alliance credits to back fort, back fort, back fort, and we didn't have that. So that's on us. There were points in that zone where 1188 and Greenwood were not pressuring us, and we were free burning their stuff. In those instances, we would have players random teleport to go help 1473. We would clear the field so that they could rally flags. Yet when they weren't getting pressured, and we were, the same wasn't done for us. That's just my perspective on it. Yeah, you take 1029 that has maybe 15 players at max technology against 1188 that has conservatively 50 players that are maxing tech. We're not going to do well straight up against them. If they come at us full force, yeah, we're going to need some help from our allies. And we just didn't seem to get that. So basically we said, fuck it, we're done. We're supporting you, you're not supporting us. This is not how allies are supposed to work. We're done. So they didn't like that much. But it is what it is. Yeah, so that super aggressive fort drop we did, Blackout, they were supposed to protect that until it was built. And had that gotten built all the way down by the Greenwood Pass, I think that would have been a much, much different Zone 6. I do not remember that guy Saladin, no. But I mean, hindsight is 2020, right? And 1316 and 1188, as soon as they allied together, the writing was on the wall. You know, the thing I always hate is, oh, on paper, this is a fair KvK. On paper, yeah, well, on paper, Gordon Ramsay's best 3 Michelin star restaurant is a restaurant. On paper, McDonald's is a restaurant. There's a huge difference in quality, though. And that's exactly, had Greenwood won an easy win also, in my opinion. So they allied with 1316 and 1188. You know, if it was a 4 versus 2, it would have been a much fairer fight, in my opinion. Absolutely. But it is what it is. I had fun. I got 30 million kills. You know, we got to lick our wounds for 30 days there after Zone 6 and start prepping for our next KvK. We got to go into one a little bit quicker now because of that. So, you know, it is what it is. So I really think, and we talked about this in one of our podcasts as well, a nice rally going in, Archer Rally. You know, they really need to take Crystal Tech spending into account. You know, when matchmaking is done, okay, how many players in Kingdom A, how far did they get on their Crystal Tech tree? How much did they spend on Crystal Tech? Okay, they had 50 players at max Crystal Tech. Okay, let's look at Kingdom B. They had 10 players at max Crystal Tech. Is it a good idea to put these two kingdoms against each other? I think that needs to be a factor in matchmaking as well. Not just kill points, not just power, not just activity, but, you know, levels of Crystal Tech spending. I asked Neri why 2112 has no pilots and resource sellers aren't allowed. She said it ruins the game and took 1029 as an example. What do you mean? What's up, Avesta? What do you mean, Knight? There are maybe 5 players in 1029 that use pilots. And it's all friends playing on other friends' accounts. I'm not aware of anyone in 1029 that is using paid piloting services. Right? Forza played on Tox. Dr. Sam played on Forza. Dr. Sam was a player in 1960. Right? I myself, I'm up 20 hours straight when we're fighting. I guarantee you there's resource sellers in almost every kingdom out there. You know, maybe with the changes they're talking about here. Right, we'll bring up the desktop again. There's a resource trading house. We don't know the details surrounding this. It looks like every 24-hour period you can sell resources or you can buy resources in here. But if you can only get 1.5 million resources, I mean that's one level 8 farm node. That's one level 8 wood node, right? That's just a little bit more than one level 8 stone node. That's all you can get in here on a daily basis, or if you can buy unlimited and just, I don't know how this is going to work, but it looks like they're trying to do something to address resource sellers in here. I don't know exactly how that's going to look, but we'll see. "20 farms minimum, and resource sellers here apparently hunted down and not allowed to sell. Japanese people don't want it or are not fond of it." That's fair. I mean, hey, if it works for that kingdom, it works for that kingdom. Blackout, "I thought initially it was just trading resources, like give your food, get wood, option to sell." Yeah, maybe you have to sell your resources to get that currency to buy other resources. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not comfortable sharing my account either. I have never used a pilot. Now, Cat and MF used to have a password to my account to log into my account, and that was only to be used in worst case scenarios where, you know, my city was about to get zeroed. And I asked them both. I said, you know, if you just need me to jump online to fight, you call me. You wake me up in the middle of the night. I don't care. I'll be there. Amen to that, alloys. I have a real life. I can't manage 20 farms. Neither can every other decent spender in the game. Amen to that. You know, if Lilith wants to do away with resource selling, just sell resources in the shop. Right? Sell them for the same price as many of these sellers sell them for. I've seen prices quoted to me because I'm messaged at least once a month. "I'm a resource seller. I'd like to come to your kingdom." And I always ask, what are your prices? So I've gotten quotes of $125 for 5 billion of each, all the way up to $170 for 5 billion of each. So if Lilith could sell resources for the same price, they'd make a ton of money. Right? Because you would have to buy flux to get those resources out of the shop. Buying flux gives you those silver coins. Trade building or resource speed ups for resource? No, you need all the building and resource speed ups you can have now for that trading in KvK. I got like 300 or 400 days of healing speed ups trading in building and research speed ups at the start of KvK. Well, I know they have a bundle for resources, but yeah, it's a very bad value. They need to match the prices of people that are selling resources in order for people to buy that. Yeah, no, I know what one trade is, but every single streamer who has made a video about that or discussed how it works has had their videos removed from YouTube, so I'm not going to get into that. I absolutely agree, Wally. Pilots are the biggest issue in the game right now, and we did a suggestion there as well on our first podcast. Let me bring up those notes, and I will share it with you. So let's hang on. Let me view. I only want to view one page at a time. And I want to make this bigger because my old eyes can't deal with it. So let's look, right? Let's look at some of the notes we had from our first podcast. Right, revise R4 duties. And they're doing this. Currently with the new R4 permissions, in order to allow an officer to place flags, they are also giving permission to edit alliance profile. So we asked that they move the ability to edit the alliance profile from info management to admin management. They are doing this. Okay. I was very happy to see that. Crystal Tech. Make healing hospital tech more accessible earlier in the tree. Roll back some of the defense health and provide some more all damage or attack. They are doing this. Piloting. It's an official rock site. Yes, I get it. But OmniArc was asked, YouTube pulled down one of his videos there. Yep. Yeah, YouTube thought it was scamming. YouTube thought it was a phishing, scamming type deal. So what was the issue? We said piloting is an issue. Many use pilots, and it swings the balance to KvKs, especially when large groups of pilots move from kingdom to kingdom. This issue impacts all size kingdoms now, from high Imperium to low CDC kingdoms. This game is based on community, and you lose a sense of community when there are groups of random pilots in a kingdom alliance instead of the actual account holders playing. Many players are quitting the game to be full-time pilots. Pilots are often focused on kill points rather than objectives. While it is up to the kingdom to call out those players and account holders for utilization of pilots that don't follow objectives, this can be helped by reducing the number of pilots a player can use. This doesn't even begin to go into the possibility of security issues when people are sharing their account login information. We've seen multiple times where a quote-unquote pilot nukes an account and nothing can be done about it. Our suggestion was, and I believe Lilith said that they're going to do something similar, set a device limit of 3 to 4. Do not allow device changes frequently. Set a limit of every 15 to 30 days. If an account can only have X number of registered devices, and those can only be changed every 15 to 30 days, this would limit the number of different pilots that could be used on a single player's account. Is it going to eliminate pilots entirely? It is not. But it will help with those large groups of pilots where you have 12 to 15 different players playing on a Mega Kraken's account to keep it active 24/7. It is recognized that pilots and piloting is here to stay. It has become a part of the game, and it is why many players buy lots of bundles in order to support those pilots playing on their account. That said, if we can limit the number of accounts using multiple pilots by limiting the number of devices used on account, and those devices from being changed frequently, it is a step in the right direction. We suggested 3 to 4 devices. Right? I mean, I have 4 devices on my account. I have a PC, I have 2 tablets, and a phone. If they go to 3 devices, fine. I will have only 3 devices on my account. I'm okay with that. Wally says if they are allowing people to use them, make it an in-game feature where you have a checklist of 3 people who can access your account, or get rid of it altogether. Avest says we start a very hard KvK. I don't think we can win, but I'm ready for lots of kill points. I'm ready for a fun time in my KvK as well. Yes, that was passed on to the developers, Wally. So that podcast was from August 10th, so about a month ago. We passed it to the developers on August 12th. Pilots have always been around. It's just in the past couple of years it's become an issue. And I'll be honest. I have no issue with a couple of friends sharing an account. That's fine with me. You know, Forza still plays. He plays on Tox's account. They're good friends. That's fine with me. You know, Dr. Sam used to play on Forza's account. They're good friends. You know, Dr. Sam is in the Middle East, Forza's in California. You know, when Dr. Sam was fighting in 1960, Forza would jump on and play on Dr. Sam's account when Dr. Sam was asleep, right? I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is big, large piloting groups moving from kingdom to kingdom to kingdom and piloting for kingdoms in general. You know, when you have 12, 15, 16, 60 pilots that all have access to an account, that account can be running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, those groups are paid. Those groups are, whether it's paid by kill points or paid by the hour, whatever, that swings the balance of a KvK tremendously. You know, it's kind of ironic that 1960, they're not dead, but many players left 1960. It's not what it used to be. They're still doing quite well, but it's ironic that they choose to address piloting after that all happens, right? I'm sure Sewell's email had an impact there as well. I don't like the 18 hours of war frenzy. You can no longer send out troops. I just don't. I mean, I when pass is open, I'll be online for 20 straight hours playing. Then I'll take a 2 or 3 hour nap, and I'll be back online playing. Apparently quite a few piloting groups are already booked in your KvK. So the nice thing about our KvK, right, is that 1606, 2489, 2377 KvK, pretty much identical pass opening times. So many of those piloting groups will hopefully be doing it in that KvK and not in ours. That's my hope anyway. Incoming Gaming says it's funny how Sewell complain about KP chasing pilots, but when you look at his Autric, it's 2-to-1 trades. I don't know that he's constantly chasing kill points. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch his troops enough specifically in those KvKs to say one way or the other. Force people to go to sleep and not get sleep deprivation. There's some people that can handle sleep deprivation though. Like Snow Goose, for example. He's ex-military. They train you how to deal with sleep deprivation. Snow Goose will be online for 24 hours and he'll say, I need to take a nap. He'll be back in a half an hour and he's good to go for another 20 hours. Different people do it differently. The China server, though, is just players in China. When you have an international server and players all over the world, you can't basically shut down fighting for a period of time because it's going to impact, people in New Zealand, or it's going to impact people in France, or people in China, or, wherever. Right? It's much harder to do something like they have on the China server where, okay, we're shutting down fighting for 8 hours so everyone can go to sleep and get to work on an international server. Yeah, let me bookmark this so we can get back here. I mean, you look at my stats are horrible. Oops. Where are they? What do I want? This here? 2 times Autric out of 8 times participated? God, Lambo sucks. That doesn't include the 5 other times I've been in the top 10. Most units killed to most units healed. I don't know. You tell me if that's good or bad. Reset may be night for you, 8 a.m. Reset is 8 a.m. I'd love it if reset was 8 a.m. Reset for me is 7 p.m. Yeah, I mean, I've never played with Seawell, so I can't comment on his fighting. When I'm spectating the KvKs, I don't watch one individual player. So you really can't just go by stats alone. We can look at Pro Kingdoms. Let's do that now. Okay, 1960. Past battles. Which was their most recent one, guys? I guess it tells me here, right? Ended 1 month ago. Data. We'll click on deads and tanking. Right, 5 billion kill points, 7 million deads. Tanking score 76.2. I don't know if that's good or bad. Let's remove Seawell from here. See what others are. I mean, that's consistent with some of the with Al-Hatiam, Ang, Addy. Let me get back to this KvK map, then I will check some of these comments again. Water Camp Blue once again. Oh, that arrow tower is almost gone. Players like BT, Hope, Lion all have amazing Autric trades. They have maxed out gear, but they all tank hard. I think I read that. They get this right, it's difficult to manage. Level of sophistication. Taki, I don't know what sleep is on KvK. Well, yeah, but you're not sleeping because you're barb chaining with 16 marches. Stats never matter. Stats never matter to me. I would. If I have bad trades all at KvK, but we're burning flags and we win KvK, I'm totally fine with that. I could care less about my trades. They aren't suggesting to shut the game down for certain hours. They're suggesting after 18 hours of fighting, you can't fight anymore. So if they do something like that, they're implementing another level of management that leadership has to deal with, right? They're going to have to physically do schedules. Okay, for this 18-hour time frame, these 30 people are fighting. For this next 18-hour time frame, these 30, they're physically going to have to do schedules. I don't want that level of micromanagement. I do schedules at work. Right? I make schedules for associates at work. I don't want to have to do it in-game as well. Tough Flow, welcome. can only get unstoppable legendary armament on 10 out of 10 wish list. Well, you could get lucky. You could get lucky. Name one kingdom that could bash 960 in its prime on the field. It's I don't know. 150 million player will play different to a 2.4 billion player. Yeah, absolutely. 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 1093 prime would eat 1960 live. One-on-one. I think we kind of did see that, didn't we? 1556 prime, 1254 prime. I don't know. That was a different time, right? You had 3-4 mega alliances in each of those kingdoms. I don't think 1960 was ever at a point where they had 3 or 4 mega alliances. So, yeah, what's up, Captain? Are you drunk? Are you drunk from Amsterdam? Yeah, Victor, I've never been a fan of the, oh, look at these top 10 players in the game by kill points. I would say 70 to 80% of them conservatively are piloted. I'm not ready to put those players up on a pedestal because a lot of that is piloting. Taki, I'm ready to chain this, KvK. I lasted 9 minutes chaining today, Taki, before I gave up. It's only a 6-hour cooldown. Just make sure 6 hours during your regular downtime. Yeah, but you still have players that gotta cover that downtime. I just don't like that idea myself. There's Solar out here simping for 1960. Not drunk. What happened? Alcohol is not illegal in Amsterdam, is it? It's crazy how these top kingdoms breaking up is healthy for the game. Other kingdoms sparring around top players make the fights way better. I mean, you still have, you know, 3 to 5 mega kingdoms, right? 2377, 1093, 2489. I think you could throw 1606 into that mix potentially. You know, who's 1093 gonna match up if they register for this pop? I have to drive tomorrow. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. We showed your pictures. We did not show the 1029 group photo. I was not approved to share that. But I will say that 1029's got a very good looking group of young men that went to that meet and greet. Burgundy Master King looks kind of like a pimp, I'm not gonna lie. Burgundy, Master King, Captain Stinkfist, Hawkeye, Echo, and who did I miss? Burgundy, Master King, Captain Stinkfist, Hawkeye, and Echo. That's 5. I just can't count. They are going to be happy when this archer tower is gone. Especially this guy here. What's going on, Rick? Flag go down before the city gets teleported? I think it will. Just barely. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I am an old man, so I'm gonna leave you here for just a second. I'm gonna hit the head again. Be right back. Okay, much better. One day you guys will understand. The older you get, the less your bladder can hold. Did that flag get a repair on it? Is that a different flag now? I hate to do a Leo, but check Discord. Nice, Josh. I bet that felt good. No one wanted to trade my Leonidas against Joan. If you want to get rid of Leonidas, just let me know. We can arrange something. I have got 2 gold universals from those meetups. Apo had Leo send me one. I bought one from John Paul Jones. Forza had some extra stuff, so he sent me a desk mat. He sent me some of the magnets. I got 2 keychains. I think one from Forza, one from somebody else. I think that was from you, Captain, right? Captain sent me a few things. I send you all the stuff. You sent me a bunch. Forza sent me a bunch also. I think, honestly, I have 2 mouse mats. But until I get a real office set up, right now I'm on the back, I'm on a 3 Seasons porch. Until I get a real office set up, then we'll get the Rise of Kingdom side of the office, and we'll get the Green Bay Packers side of the office, right? Nope, I've got a siege. I've got 2 siege hats. I've got a leadership hat. I didn't get an archer hat. I'm happy I will celebrate tomorrow in Greece with a cocktail. Yes. Yes, Josh is drinking tomorrow. We're going to see gold chests. Woohoo! Whenever Josh drinks, we get gold chests. Your cards are paused while you're on holiday. Well, load it up tonight then. Load it up tonight with Flux then. There we go. All right. Good man. Good man. Good man. Yeah, Forza had a KvK, I think, and he said he was going to send it to me. It would be slick to have, you know, my gaming setup with all Rise of Kingdom stuff, and then on turn around and I'm on my work setup with like all Green Bay Packers stuff. Have half the room decorated for gaming and half the office decorated Green Bay Packers, right? Yeah, I saw that. We had several 1029 players get lucky, right? I'm trying to find the topic here. Where did it go? Is it in our Alliance chat? All right, so Echo won plush wood. He won a wood pillow. What? Burgundy won the KvK. Mester also got a KvK. Mester King did. Captain won a Leo. So yeah, I mean, what? That's 4 of the 5 people from 1029 that went there that won something. That's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Next time though, you guys gotta let me know sooner. You gotta let me know sooner. That group photo of the 5 of you standing next to each other, if every single one of you was wearing a Mad Mania Sucks t-shirt, oh man, think about that. Think about that. Captain won an umbrella. Send that to Mad Mania or Josh, right? Living in the UK, they could use that. What's up, Swizz? I said send that to Mad Mania or Josh. I wasn't leaving you out. Captain won an umbrella at the meetup. I said he should send that to Mad Mania or Josh because you guys live in the UK. Once again, Siege are providing absolutely no value in this fight. None. Zero, zip, nada. Right, and why are you recalling your marches? They're all white. Why are you recalling your marches? They're all white. Okay, maybe he's going down here to fight. Okay, all right, I see it now. Oh, now you're going back to the top? Invested 1.5k sculptures in what? I'm sorry, I missed it. Yeah, let the rally touch the flag first. At least let the flag start taking the damage. Almost reset. Do we want to keep watching this KvK or you want to let me get my daily stuff done? I'll let you guys decide here. We only got about a minute and a half before reset though. So vote, vote, vote. Do your daily stuff. I don't have your login, Josh. I struggle to do mine, let alone yours. It's pretty even right now, Victor. $11 votes. 82% said get my daily stuff done. This is Tides of War. So we will do that. I'm okay with that. Let me restart the game though. Be just a second on this black screen. Yeah, Fire Camp won their, if I remember correctly, Fire Camp won the Zone 5. And Wind Camp won the Zone 5. So yeah, if Fire Camp is primarily Asian, they should be up soon, right? Ooh, Archimedes, maybe? 5, 3, 1, 1. Woohoo! Oh, AP, I love 6. Is that, did I get 6? 1,000 APs there? Oh, yes. 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 Yes, give me more AP. Give me more. 2. 2, I got greedy. Pick on Redline. I'm sorry, Taki. I completely forgot. You guys are not aware, right? Taki's got her own channel as well. We're going to drop a link to it in here. If you're not already subscribed, please head on over there and give her a subscription. You have 1,103. Good Lord. Sorry, Redline. Lost Canyon, we need to save those for Bastion quests. We've got Imhotep done. We have got Sun Tzu done. We are working on Bjorn. You have a serious hoarding problem. I agree 100%. That's crazy. How many KvKs is that? 1,133? That's insane. Let's go over here. I have a couple commanders with AoE damage. We might pick up an extra one. Paranoia. I don't remember what I opened the last time. That's crazy. Yeah, that's probably I would conservatively estimate that's like 7 or 8 KvKs. All right, Bjorn is done. Who else can I do? What are his skills? 25% more damage to troops. Yeah, okay. Let's just do that. If I remember correctly, the Boudica skill is not all that fantastic. It's like healing 400 and gaining 50 rage or something silly. Well, Paranoia Taki is maybe the greatest barb chaining player in the history of this game. Oh, do we have mobilization? Oops. Oops. How long is this? 6 days? Okay, that's good. The 3 runes. Am I even close to a... $63. Good Lord. I think my best ever, and this was back before they nerfed barb chaining. I think my best ever was like 40, 41, somewhere in there. Would you agree, Taki? They have nerfed barb chaining tremendously. I don't see half the number of barbs on the field that I used to see. Come on, get home. Get home, Boudica. Thank you. Zoom, zoom. Speed racer. Barbs are totally different now. Yeah. Yeah, 2 or 3 KvKs ago, I was able to change for 42 minutes before I lost my shit. Today, we started the stream out by chaining. Within 9 minutes, I was done. They kept running away from me. I said, screw this. When I quote unquote chain now, my goal is to find a group of 3 barbs and make sure I can get at least 3. It's not to get a big long string anymore, it's just to find a group of 3. Yeah, I don't even try and chain on my 3777 account because all I've got is Sun Tzu and Ethelfled. Trying to do that with the fan AoE would be a friggin' nightmare. I would probably put my fist through this monitor. Come on, spawn already. Why is it some events you have to click on everything individually and other events you click on one and it gives you all of them? Silly, silly, silliness. So who did we bet on for Grand Prix? Let me show you. We bet on every single underdog out there. Every underdog out there. If it's 50-50, I didn't place a bet. Not a lot of coins, but we bet on every underdog out there. Just to see if it pays off. There we go, 1. We can get rid of this. Get rid of this. 2. Three. Yep. Nope, I have that happen to me all the time. All the time. They'll be attacking, and then all of a sudden, as soon as they hit red, they'll run away. And I haven't moved a millimeter, a micromillimeter. I haven't moved at all. That's when I lose my cool. Oh, okay. I'm glad that's a true training one. Almost out of training speed ups though. Animal, okay, we can do animal bones. Not ebony though. Not leather. Alright, that's where we'll end for now on the bastions. Let us see what we can do for tech. Hey, ground control. Not a problem, not a problem. You go get your sleep. I know you did like a 8-hour stream nearly, maybe 9. If you guys don't know who Ground Control is, he's a new chill streamer. Go subscribe to his channel. He streamed twice today. One of his streams was watching that same KvK we were watching, and he was doing that for 8 hours. So yeah, go and subscribe to him. I'm sure you will be seeing more of him in the future. He's real chill. He's real relaxed. Very interactive with his chat as well. So go and drop a sub on his channel if you don't mind, please. Oftentimes I like watching the smaller streamers better than I do the much larger streamers, because they have more time to interact with chat, and this man does a wonderful job at it. Alright, let's do a few of these so we can, and I know you're not being efficient. You should save those until your Karaku tech is maxed. I get it. Good night, Ground. Have a good one. AP bottles from those chests, those are a lifesaver. Where'd they go? Where'd all my troops go? They're hiding. They're being sneaky. Yeah, it was Archer Attack yesterday. Today it's Archer Health. I like that. Paranoia is not too happy about that, but I like that. You watch, though, when fighting breaks out, it'll be Scout March Speed. There is no buff for today. All right, technology. Where did we stop here? We want archer gear, so that, and I need this at level 5, but I got to get this to level 8. this next, it'll be this to level 5, but I need this to level 10, which requires this to level 10. We're getting, or where you got good progress on the archer stuff. I understand. And we'll be able to do some of this other stuff, right? When we get that mountain warfare. But yeah, my infantry is gonna melt. My cavalry is gonna melt. But we gotta get that archer rally up as high as possible. And then the goal when I get over here is to reduce the damage your troops take from cavalry units. So we'll see. I'm not a huge fan of this tech tree. Glad they're changing it a little bit and listening to the players. Taki, did you see? Have you seen it yet? Let me show you. Check this out. 8% all damage. Have you seen that ever? Need 8 weak. It's weak, yes. It's weak. It's weak. You're right. Now, I've been complaining about that for a long time though too. It makes zero sense. If I have 2 inscription slots on here, why can't I add another inscription onto it? The only time you get double inscription is with luck. And you have to be amazingly lucky to get a special inscription plus a second inscription. See if we can get this archer defense up any higher. Nope. I have some doubles that are just sitting there myself. All right, so let's go back to bastions. Let us see if we can reset this to something useful. What? Give up the current quest. I don't have a current quest running, do I? Of course, I just sent my gatherer out and we're back to barbarians again. Buy your first legendary inscription from Esmeralda. Delta or balance? What do you mean, from the KvK shop? Here's my Delta formation. Yes, sir. Yeah, not so great. Arch, it's okay. second archer. It's okay. Oh, you talking in here? I've got 3 fully unlocked, working on the 4th lead. So we've got Imhotep. Which is Archer, 15% attack, 15% defense. We're working on Belisarius now. We've got Sun Tzu, which is 20% more skill damage. That's not specific to infantry, so we might need to put that on our Archer March, right? Hey Onyx, good to see you. And then we've just unlocked tonight Bjorn. 10% chance to deal, not nothing insane here. Did I not accept that Bastion quest? Don't tell me. Oh my god. In order to do the Bastion quest, Lambo, you've got to accept the Bastion quest. With Bjorn on Lu. That Sun Tzu, that skill damage 20%, that'll work. That's not specific to infantry, right? That shit on my archer rallies. We run Arthur Philip until we get to 7 marches. Then Philip moves behind ZL. Herman moves behind Ash. And William moves behind Arthur. So ZL Herman, this is 5 marches. QSH YSG, ByQ William Wallace, Lucci CJ, HQ Belly. We may run Arthur Phillip instead of it's hard though. So yeah, once we get to 7 marches, we'll put Herman behind Ash. We'll move Philip behind ZL and move William Wallace and Sorry, move William, the cavalry commander, behind Arthur. If you're using Arthur primary, put Bjorn on him instead of on Ash. Give it a shot. Combo attacks. Oh, fair point. Fair point. The AP. I love how fast this CC is. Let's look at where everyone's at. RCF rebuild. %78 for us. %60 for wind. %73 for Earth. Okay, they are super active. Players at 75. Very nice. Very nice. As far as honor goes, I am 26th in the KvK, 6th in the Alliance. Although these two guys are from 2246. So that means I am 4th in the Alliance, right? Coalition, we are 2nd. Camp, we are 1st. Redline is going crazy. I mean, he sent me a picture of him at work, and he's sitting at his desk. He's got his 2 work monitors in front of him, and then his iPad also in front of him. So he's like, I'm just in meetings all day, chaining all day. Redline is going absolutely crazy. We're looking at the KvK as a whole, right? Alliance power, we're currently 2nd. So we've got, you know, as far as power goes, right? Let's be realistic here. We've got 13 leaders. 2 are from another camp right now. We've got 56 PK players, 56 1029 players, main accounts. We've got 7 farm accounts from 1029. We've got 82 players. 82 players from friendly kingdoms, allied kingdoms, right? So our power looks awful inflated at the moment on those stats. Alliance kills, same thing here though, right? We're right around 600 million without the other players from the other kingdoms in. Individual power, I'm way down in 23rd. Individual kills, Redline is in 1st here, Redline is 4th here. Right, 1824, we're facing them in Zone 5. 1501, that's Fire Camp. 3309. That is fire camp. Right, then you get to red line, 1029, 1501. That's an enemy. 3080, that's an enemy. 3575, he's way up in earth camp. Well, then you get down to Lambo here. Yeah, Onyx, you just wait for your next KvK. Good Lord. What are you guys now? 19 billion power? Over 1 trillion kill points? It's going to be 3303 against 1093. Mark my words. I think the most kill points I ever got was in that KvK against 3303. And it was something like 4.2, 4.6. That's probably in here. 240, whatever this is, equated to kill points. I think it was 4.2, 4.6, somewhere in there. Yeah, 3303, insane migration. I told Lux this exact same thing, right? I really hope it works out for you, but secretly I hope it doesn't work out for you, so that we can get your best 5 or 10 3303 players to come 1029. No, in all seriousness, I wish you guys best of luck. When I talked to Lux the last, he said, you know, everything was gelling, everyone was vibing, it seemed like a good fit, and he was very excited for the future of your kingdom. Well, at 1 trillion kill points, I guarantee you, you'll get matched with some of those big kingdoms. Whether it's, you know, 1093, who's, hello. Whether it's 1093 or 1875 or, yeah, you're going to be going up against some of the big boys. You're going to be stuck in those KvKs, my friend. You know, it probably won't be in the same camp. So, I mean, obviously this guy wants us to say hello. Goomba. That's from Goombas are from Super Mario Brothers, right? No one told me that I could. All alone in a world where I can seem to feel at home. Hey, Bad Queen, how you doing? Someplace that I belong. Good to see you. I'm sorry for your loss today. I didn't watch much of it. I hope that the team is taking it well. And yes, I know you probably passed me. So go check. Lilith is now going to sell you resources for $100 per 1 billion. That's still not as cheap as many resource sellers. Amen, Nugget. Amen, Nugget. Oh yeah, Bad Queen blew past me again. Not by much though. Not by much though. Nugget is still the biggest farmer in the game. I haven't seen Nugget send out a farmer in 2 KvKs. Yeah, weekends are rough. I think I gain ground on you in the weekends, and you gain ground on me during the week. Let's collect a crazy chest in 3777. So I'm sure Apocalypse will be streaming our KvK. Ground Control, who was here earlier, said he was going to stream our KvK. Such a nice guy. He asked me, one second. Such a nice guy. He asked me, would it be okay if I streamed your KvK? I don't want to step on your toes. I'm like, by all means, you have fun. Right? I'm probably not going to stream it. I'm going to be helping lead the charge. It is way too hard for me to stream and deal with chat at the same time. Come on, what can I donate to, guys? There we go. Get our farmers out. And we'll grind some more barbs here tomorrow. This KvK has had its share of drama. It was a 4 versus 4 initially, and then one of the kingdoms backed out. Apparently there was an argument over some of the, I forget, some of the circles. One of the kingdoms then made it a 5 versus 3. Then you had some T5 player in 3777 sell their account to the king of an enemy kingdom, who has now been going around in this zone and killing farmers. Some crazy stuff. Early KvK bullshit. And we wonder why players... Yep. Put that gift code in chat. Hopefully it still works and it's not like a 4-hour deal. Early KvK bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's like middle school drama. Which of these commanders resisted Rome's expansion? Give me my goodies. That's all I want. So I think Ground Control is going to be streaming our KvK. I'm sure Apocalypse will be streaming our KvK. You're absolutely correct, Nugget. Absolutely correct. KvK 1. Shion went to other kingdoms and made accounts there and killed farmers. So yeah, I mean, karma's a bitch, right? We got lucky in our first Arc of Osiris with the Wib boys. We got matched against 13-16, but they had altars and left mid-match. Yeah, how's their KvK going? Let's look in on that one. Is that Zone 5 finally wrapped up? Yeah, Shappy is in Earth Camp. Optimus or Optimal Gaming is in Wind Camp. So yeah, it's going to be a fun KvK. 13-16 lost that Zone 5, huh? Or no, they're Fire Camp. Are they Fire Camp or are they... They looks like they finally won Zone 5. Oh, they got altar fights though. icon here. We'll just wait till morning there. Still wild. Lilith is selling accounts now on the possible pilot thing. Yeah. Well, let's think about this, right? I'm not. I would never sell my account, but it seems kind of. Is it a coincidence that they announced they're looking into pilots and resource farmers? Is it a coincidence that happens after many players leave from 1960? I mean, you know damn well 1960 used a ton of pilots. We know this, right? I think it's pretty obvious and pretty obvious to everybody. Even Sewell said it in his email. To sustain that level of fighting, you have to have resources. You cannot tell me there's not buying of resources going on in 1960. And many other kingdoms. Not 1960 exclusively. So it seems like a huge coincidence that, hey, all of a sudden, 1960, those players are gone. Many of those players are gone. Hey, let's now look into pilots. Let's look into resource sellers. So let's go through the screenshots again from the Amsterdam meetup. We did this earlier in the game, right? Right. This is something we were going to bring up in our third podcast. Rogue players in a kingdom. King skill, rogue player, no entrance into Lost Kingdom. I would take it a step further. I want the ability for a king to locate any city on the map using a governor ID. I want that rogue title to not allow a player to leave their city at all. I want to be able to mark multiple players as a rogue and the ability to find their cities, like how we find, how you go to a marker on a map. Any kingdom negative title should exclude the player from MG points. Exclude the player from all kingdom events that include rewards. Not allow that player to teleport to Lost Kingdom. I would take it a step further. Right? Rogues can kill. We don't have a lot of rogues in 1029, but one thing we have had to deal with in our KvK is rogue players from other kingdoms killing our farmers. So I would take it a step further. I don't want to be able to just tag one rogue player. I want to be able to tag multiple rogue players. But this is progress. This right here is progress. I don't exactly know what this all means. I'm sure they talked about it more at the meetup. Governors hope that the link between city things, civilizations, and attributes can be separated. What does that mean? You can pick Greece as a city theme, but instead of the attributes you get, you can select different attributes. I don't know. Kings could abuse that. You're absolutely correct.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me.
If you do that, Swizz, you're going to have to give me exile more than every 3 days.
And I can't see it clearly.
I saw some crazy screenshots of somebody on one of those accounts ranting and raving about strife. So upgrade the combat experience. We talked about this in one of our podcasts as well. Talked about making the UI interface customizable, so that if you want your commanders on the left side of the screen instead of the right side of the screen, or if you want certain buttons moved around, you could move them around on your screen as you see fit. So upgraded attack march. So I don't exactly know what was discussed there. This looks just like an intro. Anniversary event. We all know an anniversary event is coming. Voice chat. I'm still going to use Discord. I'm not going to use in-game voice. Here's the trading house. I don't know how this will work. If you have to trade in resources to get these coins to buy other resources, there's a buy and a sell button at the top here. So we'll have to see, but they're trying to do something. Looks like there's a buy limit. Maybe there are gold chests that you have to buy bundles to get these coins and then trade them in. I don't know how that'll work. Hey, Joker. I saw some crazy screenshots, and I don't know if it's Hope or Lion. We'll get to those in a second. They talked about Zenith of Power. I don't know if everybody sat in utter silence when they talked about the 60 million point threshold. There's a new KvK coming. As I understand it, it has something to do with Troy. New commanders. I know Paranoia wants these as cavalry commanders. I think those will be the next commanders released, cavalry. And then they addressed the question about web-based territory planning tool, which would be nice to have in game. And then they talked about plans to restrict professional piloting and bot farming. And it looks like it was a good meetup. I will have to touch base with Captain Stinkfist, or Plato did a live stream from there. I don't know how much he streamed. And if you can hear the speakers on his stream, but maybe go watch Plato if you have other questions. Yeah, I don't know. And let me... I saw some screenshots, and I'm trying to find them. And this is all just, whatever. Can't remember if they were in our alliance discussion, our leadership discussion, or where. Big game tomorrow. Am I putting on my Lions jersey? Are you smoking crack? Smoking crack. I don't know where it is anymore. But, yeah, I mean, those two guys are very passionate about the game. Their pilot is very passionate about the game. As I understand it, from very reliable sources in 2377, Lion is a fantastic individual to play the game with. And 9 times out of 10, it's the pilot CDN that is the very outspoken one. I believe the Chargers beat Kansas City. I fell asleep. I mean, right now, it's anybody's game. It's anybody's road to the Super Bowl. Y'all start out at 0-0. I think a lot of factors that play into that are injuries. Why do I keep clicking on tech? Injuries play a huge role in your path to the Super Bowl. In any case, I think we're going to call it here for the evening. I don't see anyone else streaming Rise of Kingdoms at the moment. So, you are going to be left on your own to find your own entertainment for the rest of the evening. I appreciate everyone jumping on tonight. I appreciate the super chat from Carr. It was 3 hours ago. The super chat from Joker just now. Appreciate that. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all hanging out tonight. Chadsky, thank you for rating me earlier. That said, we're calling it a day. Packers, Lions tomorrow. Go Packers. Have a good night.